Free Bitcoin. Seriously, no catch, we're giving out Bitcoin for free. We are so excited about Bitcoin and the freedom from centralized banking that it offers, we are sending out 10,000 Satoshi, a unit of Bitcoin, to anyone who is a registered user. Novelist Ayn Rand once wrote, "Political freedom cannot exist without economic freedom. A free mind and a free market are corollaries." It was never heaven's plan for anyone to be enslaved to another. This is especially true when it comes to economic freedom because it fosters every other liberty, including religious freedom. With economic freedom, culture and society flourish. Individuality and the freedom of choice are valued wherever there is economic freedom. Beginning clear back in Babylon, Satan has been working to manipulate the world's societies in order to concentrate the population into cities for easier control of the masses. When your food, your water and your shelter are dependent upon an infrastructure involving others, you are more vulnerable to violent coercion and governmental enforcement. Today, many people are escaping the cities and regaining the freedoms they lost as city dwellers. The root of all evil. The Apostle Paul wisely observed, "For the love of money is the root of all evil, which, while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows." 1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 10, King James Version. But even those who do not covet after money are tied to the modern infrastructure created by the greed of the banking industry. This makes it extremely difficult, if not impossible, to escape the stranglehold Satan has on each individual life through the modern monetary system. Prior to the creation of a central banking system, money was backed by gold and/or silver. It had real intrinsic value. Such a monetary system encouraged saving and frugal living. Society was not credit-based. Rather, it was based on real wealth. People thrived when the money was backed by precious metals. This is the opposite of today's monetary system. Most people today live hand to mouth on the edge of ruin. They spend their lives paying for cars that do not retain their value, paying for houses they will never own, while the value of fiat money steadily, irrevocably decreases. In the United States, the cost of education is so high that young people are faced with skipping a university education or paying off student loan debt for the rest of their working lives, a kind of indentured servitude to the government that provides the student loans. The time of trouble and global banking. The prophecies of Revelation pinpoint 1922 as the commencement of the time of trouble spoken of in Daniel chapter 12 verse 1. Just a few years before this time, the privately owned Federal Reserve System was established. This was a calamitous event. One of America's founding fathers, Thomas Jefferson, once remarked, "I believe that banking institutions are more dangerous to our liberties than standing armies." And so it proved to be. With the establishment of the Federal Reserve, the era of hard money, gold and silver with real worth, came to an end. Real wealth was stolen from the people as the government confiscated gold and later silver coins, replacing it with soft money, worthless paper backed by nothing. Throughout the 20th century, the US Federal Reserve grew in power until it became the de facto central bank for the world. The danger was real. With soft money, wars could be paid for simply by printing more worthless bills. It was no longer necessary, as it had been in the past, to stop fighting when the treasury ran dry. With central banking, governments could always finance their wars without relying on their treasuries. Instead, they could use the wealth of their people, who were happy to finance such wars by buying government bonds to earn some interest. Dark days ahead. Revelation 13 reveals that in the very near future, draconian laws will be passed, enforcing on all a false worship day. While eventually those who fail to conform will face death, at first, harsh economic sanctions will be levied against all who refuse to comply. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Revelation chapter 13 verses 15 to 17, King James Version. The Bitcoin project was quietly and unobtrusively started under the guidance of Father Yahweh. By the time Satan and his human agents became aware of the full implication of what Bitcoin could do, it was too late to stop it. They rail against it, but they cannot stop or control it. Bitcoin, heaven's gift to the last generation. The Heavenly Father, Yahweh, foresaw that his people would be brought into dire straits under the tyranny of the beast and his image. He has provided Bitcoin as a way to escape the future oppression that will ensue when the mark of the beast is enforced. Yahweh is always in full and total control of every situation, and Bitcoin proves it. Satan devised the image of the beast that will eventually enforce the mark of the beast on pain of death. The Father's response? Bitcoin. At this point, there's no stopping Bitcoin. It's an immutable software protocol governed by pure math. Bitcoin has grown to the point that, in April of 2015, CCN reported that Bitcoin's CPU is now 100 times more powerful than Google. At this point, governments are very limited in what they can do to stop Bitcoin. We do not endorse any other cryptocurrency, as no other cryptocurrency can ever attain the unassailable position of Bitcoin. Bitcoin cannot be duplicated again. Our loving Heavenly Father started Bitcoin as a countermeasure to the imminent enforcement of the mark of the beast. Bitcoin is unique because 1. It is 100% decentralized. This means that no entity controls or ever can control Bitcoin. 2. Anyone can use it anywhere in the world at any time. Permission may be necessary to open a banking account, but use of Bitcoin is open to all. 3. The Bitcoin software protocol cannot be changed without first achieving the consensus of all of its users. 4. Bitcoin cannot lose value in the way that soft money does, because there will always be a limited supply of them. No entity can inflate or print more Bitcoins. There will never be more than 21 million of them in existence. The WLC team is so thankful to the Father for fostering the creation of Bitcoin that we want to encourage as many of his people as possible to become familiar with how Bitcoin works. What better way to do this than by having your own Bitcoin wallet? To encourage more people to set up their own Bitcoin wallets, we are committed to sending 10,000 Satoshi, a unit of Bitcoin, to anyone who provides us with the following details. 1. Your WLC username. 2. A Bitcoin public address, taken from a Mycelium mobile wallet. 3. A written confirmation that you have safely secured your Mycelium wallet seed. This allows you to access your funds should you lose your mobile device. It's your backup plan. Start saving for the future. Even a small amount, routinely saved, will make a difference through the hard times faithful believers will have to endure in the days ahead. Change your worthless fiat money for Satoshi, silver or gold. There may be a bit of a learning curve. However, it is worth every effort just to be able to minimize the effects when the government seeks to enforce the mark of the beast through economic sanctions in the near future. Bitcoin is heaven's gift for the last generation. Let us help you get started preparing. There are many copycats of Bitcoin. The only cryptocurrency we believe to be safe is the original Bitcoin started by the father. It is symbolized by BTC.